Good. Hello, Facebook, YouTube. How are you guys doing today? And for the podcast listeners who's going to listen to this a little bit later, my name is Carlos Samaniego. I'm the owner, founder of Tax Debt Consultants, and I want to talk about IRS collection letters. I had an original idea where I was going to discuss all the series of IRS letters that an individual gets once they're in collections with the IRS. But today happened to be a really important day because of some insider news I just recently got. I actually got it on Friday and wanted to kind of be able to sit down and put this information together. It's going to be a short video, but if you have received an IRS notice anytime in the last year, 13 months, since the beginning of COVID, you have to watch this letter because there's a letter that a lot of you may be getting that you cannot ignore. You have to do something. And that letter is the letter 11 with the IRS. So I'm going to go more into detail here and basically kind of walk you through why you have to do something if you happen to get this letter. As you know, when you owe money to the IRS or to any government agency, I talk about it on my website, I talk about it in my book, they want to get paid. They want their money. They look at it as their money that you have not paid them. So when you owe money specifically to the IRS, they will literally start a 5 collection letter series. It's a sequence of letters that you will actually get notifying you that you owe some money to the IRS. Now, the first 3 letters that you will typically get, CP14, CP501, and CP503. Now, when I say CP, it stands for computer processing. It's a computer-generated letter. And on the very top right corner of the letter, the notice that you'll get from the IRS, it will list CP14, 501, 503. Those letters are regular. They're just sent in the mail. There's really no kind of important procedural significance in regards to it. I call them basically saying, the first letter, hey, you owe us some money. Second letter is, hey, you not sure if you got the last letter, you owe us some money. And the third letter is like, okay, you're not paying attention to us, you owe us some money. So it's a series of letters. And over the last 16 months of this, during this COVID, a lot of people, those letters have been going out. They've been coming out furiously because as a power of attorney with tax clients, I get copies of those letters. However, the next letter you're going to get is a CP504 in most instances. The CP504 will typically be a certified, it will be, not typically, it's a certified mail announcing that the IRS may place a levy on your state tax refunds. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually show you what one looks like. And if you're looking at this screen here, you can see right here on this screen, let me get this out of the way. There we go. As you see this screen here, right here on the top left-hand corner, I got to look at my other screen here to take a look at this. You're going to see right here on the top left-hand corner, it says CP504, and it says intent to seize your property or rights, or property rights. As you read that letter more closely as it goes on, it's usually multiple pages, it will specifically state they can seize any state tax refund that you get. Again, this letter is sent certified mail. So you will get that letter certified mail. And a lot of those letters have come out over the last 60, 90, 120 days. If you got any type of certified mail, that little green little green sticker that you typically gets ripped off, you got that CP504. So that letter is basically saying, okay, this problem is going to get much bigger if you don't do something about this past balance due. Now, the final letter that I'm talking about, if you take a look at here, I'm going to make this even wider here. On the top right corner, you see where it says letter 11. Notice of intent to levy. Now, you'll notice something here. These screens look exactly the same. Intent to seize your property or rights, intent to seize your property or your rights. The only difference is CP 504 and letter 11 here. You see that? This is really important to pay attention to this. Now, why today was so is we heard from very reliable sources that the IRS has decided to turn the spigot on and start coming after and start active collections on using bank levies and wage garnishments. So by doing that, before they're allowed to do that, they have to send you this letter 11 here. Now, we're going to take a closer look at this letter 11, and I'm popping it up here. And as you can see here, here's a closer look at this. Notice letter 11. And then on screen two, on the third page here, you're going to see something. A right to request a collection due process hearing. This is listing your rights to do something. We can stop. We can do something here to help you. One of the biggest things I hate is that when people get this letter, they ignore the letter or don't open the letter. And then the 30 days that you had to respond to this letter went out the door. There's other procedures that we can do to help out, but this is huge. It protects a lot of your rights here. So you need to pay attention to this letter 11 here. It's very important moving forward. Like I said, as of today, the IRS that we've heard is going to start sending out these letters. So if you get mail, it's a certified mail, open it up and you see this letter 11, you have to do something. You need to either contact the IRS directly if you're going to deal with it yourself, or if you're terrified, like most people are, to deal with the IRS, hire representation. Obviously, you can call our office specifically to help out in regards to something like this. We deal with this on a daily basis. As many of you guys know, the IRS and the state of the state of California has been doing active levies literally for the last 4 or 5 months. State of California is coming after bank accounts or issuing wage garnishments. Well, the IRS is now getting ready to move forward. So just to sum up this call, if you get that IRS letter, certified mail, letter 11, time to do something. You need to do something. You can no longer put it off. We can't use the excuse because of COVID, they're not going to collect. They're kind of done with that, and active collections are starting. Now, if you happen to live local here in the San Bernardino Riverside area, I just got off the phone with an IRS employee that told me that they're adding an additional 12 new revenue officers here to the local office. So that's going to make it about 50 revenue officers in the San Bernardino Riverside County that can actually start, that are actually going to be doing one thing and one thing only, looking for money to collect. And for you guys that aren't filing tax returns, looking for non-filers. So with that, I'm going to finish off this call. You'll notice right here in the bottom left corner, there's your screen, taxdebtbook.com. If you've not gotten my free book, I sell it on Amazon for $15. I'd love it if you go buy it. But you can actually pick it up here for free, taxdebtbook.com. Bye-bye for now.